Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. Sa video na to ay tuturo ko sa inyo ang trigonometric ratios for all angles, reference, coterminal at quadrantal angles. So kung gusto nyo itong matutunan, just keep on watching.
Okay, so far, ang didiscuss ko pa lang sa inyo ay ang trigonometric ratios for acute angle. Ngayon, ay dadako naman tayo sa paghanap ng trigonometric ratios sa lahat ng angles. So, didiscuss ko rin sa inyo kung paano hanapin yung trigonometric ratios ng different angles like right angle, obtuse angle, reflex angle, etc. Wherein, didiscuss ko rin sa inyo kung paano hanapin yung trigonometric ratios ng lahat ng angle other than acute. So, i-discuss ko muna sa inyo kung paano natin ma-incorporate yung rectangular coordinate system sa trigonometry. So, pwede nating ilagay yung isang angle sa rectangular coordinate system in this form. So, let's say, meron tayong angle theta, tapos, meron siyang initial side na naglalay dito sa positive x-axis, and then yung terminal side niya, which is this, ay meron tayong pwedeng malagay na corresponding point, which is represented by P, which has the coordinate x, y. So using this figure, pwede tayong makabuo ng right triangle. So yung legs niya ay itong x units at y units, which is corresponding doon sa coordinate ng terminal point P, which is x, y. So, nasa first quadrant siya kasi acute angle siya. And the radius is denoted by R. So, using the different trigonometric ratios, pwede nating mahanap yung representation ng value ng trigonometric ratios for this theta by applying the concept of trigonometric ratios in a right triangle. So, for example, yung sin theta, di ba equal yon sa opposite over hypotenuse. So, kung kuha natin yung sin theta, it is equal to the opposite, which is y, over the hypotenuse, this time, which is r. Same as sa cosine theta, it is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So, adjacent side dito sa theta is itong x, tapos yung hypotenuse natin is r pa rin. Same as sa tan, which is TOA, opposite over adjacent, we have y over x, and then yung corresponding reciprocal ng bawat trigonometric ratios na sin theta, cosine theta, tan theta na respectively ay cosecant theta, which is babaliktarin mo lang tong y over r, magiging r over y. Itong cosine theta, babaliktarin mo lang yung x over r, gagawin mong r over x. Tapos yung tan theta, kabaliktaran niya ay cot theta, which is babaliktarin mo lang yung y over x na x over y. And then, since nakabuo tayo ng right triangle, another important relationship ay itong Pythagorean theorem, which is yung r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. So, sabi ko nga, acute angle lang to. Pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng theta other than acute angle. So, pwede tayong magkaroon ng theta dito sa second quadrant, third quadrant, at fourth quadrant. So, ito yung sign conventions pala natin for angles. So, kapag magro-rotate tayo ng angle in counterclockwise direction, meaning pag ganun, positive yung angles na mabubuo natin. So, meron tayong positive theta. So, yung nauna kong example, di ba yung theta natin ay nasa quadrant 1? So, therefore, yung terminated point P natin, magkakaroon siya ng sign na positive x at positive y. At positive yung angle theta natin. Nasa quadrant 1 siya. Tapos, dito sa quadrant 2, so mapapansin nyo, obtuse angle na siya kasi greater than 90 degree na. Which is nasa quadrant 2 na nga. Yung sign naman ng terminating point natin P ay negative yung x saka positive ng y base nga dun sa natutunan natin sa rectangular coordinate system. So, kung i-drawing natin dito yung representation natin, ito ay negative x unit, ito ay positive y unit. Okay? So sa ratio, masusunod yung sign noong x and y coordinate. So, ang tendency ay magkakaroon tayo ng negative value for trigonometric ratios. Okay? Then, dito sa third quadrant, so mapapansin nyo, more than 180 na siya. Ang magiging terminating point P natin ay parehong negative yung x saka y. Kasi third quadrant. Tapos dito sa fourth quadrant, ang terminating point natin ay magkakaroon ng coordinates na positive x saka negative y as denoted kapag nasa fourth quadrant. Okay? So, kung drawing natin yung mga sign ng coordinates ng bawat right triangle, dito muna sa quadrant 3, ito ay negative x, negative y. Tapos dito sa quadrant 4, positive x, negative y. So, kapag counterclockwise, positive theta. Ngayon, meron din tayong clockwise direction. This time, magkakaroon tayo ng negative angle. So, kapag clockwise, negative theta. So, kanina, positive theta. Okay? So, ganun pa rin, magsisimula lang tayong umikot dito sa quadrant 4. Kasi clockwise, di ba? This time, yung coordinate natin, kapag negative yung theta natin, ganun pa rin. As long as kung saan ma-terminate yung point natin, susunod pa rin natin yung sign conventions for the coordinates sa bawat quadrant. So, kapag negative angle, tapos nasa fourth quadrant siya, plus, minus. Tapos, kapag negative theta, nasa third quadrant, negative, negative. Tapos, kapag second quadrant, negative theta, negative, positive, x and y. Tapos, kapag first quadrant, negative theta, yung coordinates ay may sign na positive at positive. So, meron din tayong reference for the sign for the trigonometric ratios of angles in the different quadrants. So, sabi ko nga, dahil nagkaroon ng negative at positive sign yung coordinates natin, at gagamitin at yun yung dimension na ginagamit natin for the trigonometric ratios. Siyempre, ang tendency, magkakaroon din ng negative sign yung bawat trigonometric functions. So, ito yung summary kapag hanapin natin yung signs ng trigonometric ratios. So, sa quadrant 1, lahat ng ratio ay positive. So, sin theta, cosine theta, tangent theta, cosecant, secant, at cotangent theta, positive yon. Kasi nga, positive pareho yung x and y. Dito naman sa quadrant 2, ang magiging positive lang ay itong sin tsaka cosecant theta. Kasi, 'di ba yung sin theta is y over r. 'Di ba yung y natin dito sa second quadrant is positive. So therefore, positive tong sin theta since yung r natin is always positive, right? Tsaka yung cosecant kasi reciprocal lang siya nito. Same as ito sa negative ratios, this time, 4. Yung cos theta, secant theta, tan theta, at cot theta. Bakit? Kasi yung cos theta, di ba, equal yon sa x over r. But in second quadrant, yung x natin ay negative. So therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng negative cosine theta. Same as sa secant theta, kasi reciprocal lang siya ng cosine theta. Doon naman sa tan theta, since yung tan theta natin ay y over x, right? Which is yung x natin is negative. So, therefore, negative pa rin yung magiging ratio natin for tan theta. As well as itong cot theta kasi reciprocal lang siya nun. Same explanation lang din dito sa quadrant 3, which is yung positive ratios natin ay tan tsaka cot theta. Yung negative ratios natin ay sin, cosecant, tsaka cos, tsaka sec theta. And then dito sa fourth quadrant, yung positive ratios natin ay cos theta tsaka sec theta. At negative ratios naman natin ay sin theta, cosecant theta, tan theta, at cot theta. So, katandaan nyo lang itong reference natin na to or pwede nyong i-analyze na lang using the definition of trigonometric ratios kung saan nakalocate yung theta in rectangular coordinate system. Yung gagamit tayo ng mga definitions na to. Okay? Now, we have the so-called coterminal angles. So, yung coterminal angles are angles whose terminal sides coincide with each other. So, ibig sabihin, dalawang angles daw na yung terminal side nila ay nagko-coincide or pareho yung terminal point. For example, itong theta natin na to, yung acute theta natin, pwede siyang maging coterminal dito sa angle beta. So, kung mapansin nyo, lumagpas na sa 360 degree yung beta natin. At nag-terminate pa rin siya dito sa same terminal position ng theta. Same as dito sa angle alpha. So, dito sa beta, counterclockwise yung ginawa natin. So, pag ganun, di ba? So, therefore, positive yung beta natin. Same as dito sa alpha. Kapag clockwise naman, pwede rin. Which is negative alpha dapat tayo. As long as na nag-terminate yung terminal position nitong angle dito sa theta. So, coterminal angles sila. So, kung mapapansin nyo, pwede tayong magkaroon ng angles na more than 360 degree. Kasi, tulad itong angle beta, lumagpas na siya sa one rotation of a circle which is 360 degrees. So, napunta na siya dito. Same as dun sa negative. Pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng negative angle less than negative 360 degree. So, ito yung formula natin para hanapin yung coterminal angle sa theta. So, let's say meron tayong acute angle theta or kahit anong angle. Yung beta, pwede nating makompute as i-add lang natin yung 360 degree n. Where yung n, pwedeng any values like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tapos kapag negative naman yung angles natin, mahanap natin yung coterminal angle dito sa theta. Let's say itong alpha, sa example natin, i-minus lang natin yung 360 degree n. Where yung n natin ay pwedeng 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So for example, let's say yung theta ko dito ay 30 degrees. So itong angle beta, pwede nating mahanap yung isang coterminal angle na dito sa theta as 30 degree plus 360 degree times, let's say, n natin ay 1. Sabihin, nakaikot na ng 360 degree. So, therefore, we have 30 degree plus 360 or simply 390 degree. So, itong beta ay 390 degree. Coterminal siya sa angle theta na 30 degree. Same as ito sa angle alpha, kung 30 degree yung theta natin, minus 360 degree, n natin dito this time ay 1 pa rin. So, we have 30 degree minus 360 degree, we have negative 330 degree. So, itong alpha ay negative 330 degree, tapos itong beta is 390 degree. Okay, so ito yung formula natin para mahanap yung coterminal angles. So, pwede nyo rin i-substitute dito yung n na 2. So, magiging ito ay 720 na plus 30 or 750. So, dalawang rotation na yon. So, 1, 2, tapos yan na, terminal position. Same as dito, 1, 2. Okay, so, pwede kayong mag-set ng value ng n na more than 1. Okay? Now, meron tayong tinatawag na quadrantal angles or angle whose terminal side coincide with one of the axes. So, example, 0 degree, 90 degree, negative 90 degree, 180 degree, negative 180 degree, 270 degree, negative 270 degree, at 360 degree. So, ibig sabihin daw, yung terminal position nung angle in standard position ay nandoon sa isa sa axis. So, for example, itong 90 degree, yung terminal position natin ay nasa positive y-axis. Same as itong 180 degree, yung terminal position natin ay nasa negative axis. Itong 270 degree, ang terminal position natin ay nasa negative y-axis. At kung 0 o 360 degree, yung terminal position natin ay nasa positive x-axis. Same as doon sa negative angle, which is yung pag-rotate natin ay clockwise. So, ito ay positive, dito ay negative. Ganun pa rin. Pwede tayo magkaroon ng negative 90 degree, which is yung terminal position natin ay negative y-axis. Negative 180 degree, yung terminal position natin ay nasa negative x-axis. Negative 270 degree, yung terminal position natin ay nasa positive y. Tapos, kung 0 or negative 360, coterminal sila. So, therefore, pareho silang nasa positive x-axis. Okay? So, paano hanapin yung trigonometric ratios for quadrantal angles? So, pwede tayong mag-assume ng value for coordinates. Let's say, meron tayong 0 degree angle in standard position. So, therefore, nandito yon, di ba? Assume tayo ng value nung point. So, let's say, dito tayo, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ito yung terminal point P natin. So, 4, 0. Right? So, pag in-apply natin yung concept doon sa definition natin ng trigonometric ratios, wherein yung angle natin ay nasa rectangular coordinate system, Diba yung sin theta equal yun sa y over r, right? Wherein in this case, yung x natin ay 4, tapos yung y natin ay 0, tapos yung r natin ay ilan? So, ito yun, diba? Or, Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus y squared. So, square root nung 4 squared plus 0 squared or square root of 16 or 4. So, pareho lang din kasi ito nga yung mismo, diba? 4. So, pwede natin i-apply dito yung concept na yon. So, we have y over r. So, ang y natin ay 0, tapos yung r natin ay 4. So, we have sin theta is 0. Or, diba yung theta natin dito ay 0 degree. So, we have sin 0 degree is 0 pala. Same as kapag cos theta or sin 0 yung theta natin, substitute natin na 0, x over r, right? So, x natin ay 4, tapos yung r natin ay 4 din. So, positive 1. Okay, so therefore, cos 0 is positive 1. Same as kapag negative angle. So, let's say, gusto ko naman nandito tayo. Terminal point natin ay negative 180 degree. So, let's say, mag-assume tayo ng coordinate na P is negative 3, 1, 2, 3 daw, negative 3, 0. Kasi nasa negative x-axis. So, ganun pa rin. So, hanapin natin yung, let's say, yung sin theta or sin negative 180 degree. Equal pa rin siya sa y over r, right? So, y over r. So, we have y is 0 since ito yung y, ito si x. Y is 0 over yung r natin is, ito pa rin yung 3, right? Which is positive dapat kasi r is always positive. Applying Pythagorean theorem, masasolve nyo 3 yung r. So, substitute nyo dito 3, we have 0 over 3 is 0. So, sin negative 180 is 0. How about cosine negative 180 degree? Ganun pa rin, x over r, which is, yung x natin this time ay negative 3. Tapos, yung r natin ay 3 din. So, negative 3 over 3 is negative 1. So, therefore, cosine negative 180 degree is negative 1. So, ganun lang maghanap ng quadrantal angle. Pwede kayong mag-assume ng value nung coordinates natin and then i-plot nyo base kung saan naka-terminate yung angle natin using standard position. Okay, huwag niyong kakalimutan yung sign convention kung saan quadrant man sila na terminate. Okay, so ito yung summary for trigonometric ratios for quadrantal angle. So, pwede nyo na lang kabisaduhin or kung hindi nyo kabisado, pwede nyo i-apply yung concept dito sa ginawa ko. Mag-assume kayo ng coordinates din sa point at ibase nyo yung sign base dun sa termination ng angle sa anumang quadrant. Okay? Next, we have the reference angle. So, it is a positive acute angle, let's say alpha, associated with any given theta such that one of its sides lies on either the positive or negative ray of the x-axis while the other side coincide with the terminal side of the given angle theta. So, yung reference angle natin, lagi siyang acute angle. Yung mabubuo nating acute angle doon sa triangle with respect doon sa actual given angle natin na theta. So, for example, dito sa quadrant 1, meron tayong theta na angle, meron tayong acute angle theta, which is this. So, pag binuo natin yung right triangle, yung magiging reference angle natin, dapat with respect doon sa x-axis lang ha. So, therefore, acute angle siya. So therefore, equal siya doon sa mismong theta kasi siya yung acute angle with respect dito sa x-axis. So, alpha natin is equal sa theta for the first quadrant. So, ginagamit natin yung reference angle para ma-solve yung trigonometric ratio ng bawat angles, either acute man o hindi, dependent kung saang quadrant siya na-terminate. So, bubuo tayo lagi ng reference triangle tsaka hanapin natin yung reference angle. So, same as ito kapag nasa quadrant 2. Let's say yung theta natin ay 120 degree. So, bubuo tayo lagi ng right triangle with respect doon sa x-axis. So, ito yung reference triangle natin. Tapos, yung theta natin na alpha ay ito with reference nga dito sa x-axis. So, masasolve natin ngayon yung alpha as, di ba yung sum ng angle na to ay 180. minus yung theta na 120 degree, masasolve natin si alpha as 60 degree. So, therefore, yung reference angle natin ay 60 degree. So, again, masasolve natin yung iba't ibang trigonometric ratios using this reference angle theta as well as yung termination point natin na P. Kasi magkakaroon tayo ng coordinate dito base dito sa reference triangle na nabuo natin. At dapat i-consider din natin yung signs ng bawat coordinates base doon sa quadrant. Okay? Same as dito sa theta natin na nasa quadrant 3, yung terminal point natin ay nandito sa quadrant 3, tapos itong theta natin ay nasa quadrant 4, yung terminal point natin ay nasa quadrant 4 din. So, pag binuo natin yung reference triangle dito sa quadrant 3, ito yung alpha. With reference ulit dito sa x-axis. Same as dito sa theta na nasa 4th quadrant, pag binuo natin yung reference angle alpha with respect sa x-axis, ito siya. So, ito yung mga reference triangle natin. So, ito yung formula natin para maghanap ng reference angle depende kung saang quadrant na terminate yung angle. So, if theta is less than 360 degree and terminates in quadrant 1, alpha is equal to theta. So, base dun sa example ko, di ba? Equal sila. Kapag quadrant 2, alpha is 180 degree minus theta. So, base rin dito sa example ko, 180 degree minus theta na 120 degree, nakuha natin yung alpha na 60 degree. Kapag quadrant 3 naman, this time, ang formula is reference angle alpha is theta naman minus 180 degree. Okay, nasasolve nyo yung alpha. Kapag quadrant 4, this time, alpha is equal to 360 degree minus theta. Okay, so, ito yung formula para mahanap natin yung reference angle. So, mag-solve na tayo ng actual sample problems para ma-apply natin yung lahat ng concepts na na-discuss ko. So, let's have problem number 1. Find the missing coordinate of P where x is equal to negative 3, r is equal to 4, and p is in the second quadrant. Okay, so i-graph natin. So, yung x daw natin ay negative 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Ito. Tapos, yung r natin ay 4. So, hanapin natin yung coordinate na y. So, let's say ito yon. Okay. So, p, x, y. Okay. So, negative 3 si x, yung y unknown. Tapos, yung r natin ay 4. Okay? X, y. So, bale yung theta natin ay obtuse. Kasi nasa second quadrant yung terminal side niya. So, therefore, so solving for y, so applying yung Pythagorean relations, yung r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, we have r squared minus x squared is equal to y squared transpose. Tapos, square root both sides, we have square root of r squared minus x squared equals y. So, yung sign ng y depende kung saan quadrant siya. So, since nasa quadrant 2 siya, ang sign natin for y is positive kapag quadrant 2, right? So, therefore, positive yung hanapin natin. So, square root of 4 squared minus yung x natin is negative 3 squared, we have square root of 16 minus 9 or positive square root of 7. So, therefore, y is square root of 7, positive. Okay? Next, we have, in what quadrant does theta lie if sine theta is positive and cosine theta is negative? Okay, so, using this reference table natin for the signs of different trigonometric ratios in all quadrants, so positive si sine theta sa ang quadrant. Diba sa quadrant 1, tsaka sa quadrant 2, right? Sine is positive. Kapag si cosine theta naman, saan siya negative? Dito sa quadrant 2 din, tsaka sa quadrant 3. Right? So, therefore, ano yung intersection ng dalawa? Itong quadrant 2. So, therefore, si theta ay maglalay sa quadrant 2 kasi parehong positive si sine theta sa quadrant 2 at negative si cosine theta sa quadrant 2. So, therefore, theta lies in quadrant 2. Or kung hindi nyo kabisado itong reference table natin, pwede nyo gamitin yung concept natin na, diba yung sine theta is equal siya sa y over r, tapos yung cosine theta is equal siya sa x over r. So, since yung r natin ay always positive, titingin lang kayo sa magiging sign ng y tsaka x. So, since si sin theta is positive, saan ba magiging positive si y? Diba, quadrant 1 din, tsaka quadrant 2. Eh si cosine theta, since negative daw siya, saan ba magiging negative si x? Sa quadrant 2 din, tsaka sa quadrant 3. So, therefore, ang intersection nila ay itong quadrant 2 nga. So, therefore, yung theta mo ay maglalay doon sa quadrant 2. Since base dito sa trigonometric ratio, positive si y, tapos negative si x. So, therefore, quadrant 2 yun, di ba? Kapag negative si x at positive si y. So, therefore, ito yung other way of solving this problem. Okay? Next, we have locate the terminal side of theta and find the other functions given cosine theta is equal to 4 over 5 and sine theta is negative. So, since yung cosine theta natin is positive, 4/5 kasi siya, tapos yung sine theta is negative, saan quadrant siya maglalay? So, sine theta is y over r, and cosine theta is x over r. So, alam natin na si cos theta is positive, so x natin ay positive, right? Si y, since negative daw si sine, saan ba nagne-negative si y? Sa quadrant 3 or quadrant 4. But si cosine theta natin is positive. So, pwede siyang nasa quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. Right? So, therefore, intersection nila itong quadrant 4. So, therefore, yung theta natin ay naglalay dito sa quadrant 4. So, pag dinrawing natin yung triangle or yung angle, nandito siya. Right? So, ito yung point natin na x, y. So, positive si x, negative dapat si y. Okay? So, pag dinaw natin yung right triangle, ito yon, di ba? So, sabi, yung cos theta is 4 over 5. So, yung x natin bali dito ay 4 kasi x over r, di ba? So, ito yon. Tapos, yung r natin ay 5. Okay? So, hanapin natin ngayon itong y. So, Pythagorean, di ba? So, r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. So, y is equal to square root of r squared minus x squared. So, negative siya kasi base dito sa analysis natin. So, r is 5 squared minus x is 4 squared. So, we have square root of 25 minus 16. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. So, negative dapat. So, therefore, yung x natin is 4. And y natin is negative 3, and r natin is 5. So, using these values, masasolve na natin yung other trigonometric ratios. So sin theta is equal to y over r. So, we have r is negative 3 over r, which is 5. So, we have negative 3 over 5. Cosine theta is given na yun, diba? 4 over 5. Tan theta is y over x. So, we have y is negative 3 over x is 4. So, negative 3/4. Tapos, yung corresponding reciprocal nila, so, move ko lang to. Cosecant theta is equal to, reciprocal lang nito, diba? R over y. So, 5 over negative 3. Tapos, si secant theta, reciprocal ng cosine theta, which is r over x. So, reciprocal nito is 5 over 4. Tapos, si cotangent theta, reciprocal ni tan theta. So, x over y or 4 over negative 3. So, therefore, ito yung 6 trigonometric ratios of angle theta. Negative 3/5, 4/5, negative 3/4, 5 over negative 3, 5/4, saka 4 over negative 3. Next, we have find the smallest positive and negative angle coterminal with A 356 degree, B 450 degree, and C 32 pi over 9. Okay, so 356 degree. So, what I mean here na smallest positive and negative angle, yung angle na less than 360 degree or less than negative 360 degree. So, since itong 356 degree ay still less than 360 degree, ito na yung smallest coterminal angle sa sarili niya. Positive 356 degree. How about sa negative? So, mamanusan lang natin to ng 360 degree. So, we have negative 4 degree. Okay? So, ito yung coterminal sa 356 degree, negative 4 degree. How about 450 degree? Okay, so, lagi kapag more than 360 degree na yung given nyo na angle, maminusan nyo ng maminusan ng 360 degree hanggang maging less than 360 degree na siya. So, for positive, coterminal angle sa 450 degree, bawasan muna natin siya ng isang 360 degree. So, ang sagot dyan ay 90 degree, right? So, since yung 90 degree ay less than na ng 360 degree, ito na yung smallest positive angle natin na coterminal sa 450 degree. How about sa negative? So, diba ito na yung angle natin na less than 360 degree, yung 90 degree. Minusan uli natin to ng 360 degree, magiging negative 270 degree na siya. So, therefore, ito yung smallest negative angle natin na coterminal sa 450 degree. Okay, so minus lang tayo ng minus ng 360 degree. Next, how about 32 pi over 9? So, nga pala, hindi lang puro degree yung pwede nating maging consideration sa angle. Pwede rin tayong maging radian. So, para mas madali, i-convert muna natin tong 32 pi over 9 sa degree. So, base dun sa video ko about angles, diba? Pwede nating ma-convert into degree by multiplying it by 180 degree over pi. So, we have, so cancel natin dito si 9, magiging 20, tapos cancel si pi. So, we have 32 times 20 or 640 degree. So, itong 640 degree, again, more than 360 degree. So, therefore, pwede nating minusan ng 360 degree para makuha natin yung smallest positive coterminal angle. So, 640 minus 360 is 280 degree. Okay, how about sa negative? So, itong 280 degree, minusan uli natin ng 360 degree, we have negative 80 degree. Okay, so kung ibabalik natin ito sa radian, itong 280 degree, multiply natin by pi over 180 degree. So, we have 14 pi over 9. And at itong negative 80 degree, multiply natin sa pi over 180, we have negative 4 over 9 pi. Okay? Next, we have find the reference angle of each of the following angles. So, A, we have 120 degree. So, ito yung theta natin. So, hanapin natin yung reference angle alpha. Okay? So approximately nandito siya. Itong theta, 120 degree. So, bubuo tayo ng reference triangle. So, ito yung right triangle natin. Tapos, ito yung magiging reference angle natin. Lagi with respect dito sa x-axis. Okay, so yung alpha natin ay equal siya saan? So, di ba sabi ko nga 180 to. So, pag minus natin tong theta na 120, yung alpha masasolve natin as 60 degree. Okay, base din doon sa formula binigay ko kanina. Next, 660 degree. So, kapag meron kang more than 360 degree, pwede nyo munang i-convert yon into its coterminal angle na less than 360 degree. Okay, so minus lang tayo ng minus ng 360 degree hanggang maging less than 360 na siya. So, 660 degree minus 360 degree, ilan yan? 300 degree. So, less than 360 degree na siya. Pwede natin i-apply yung formula natin kanina. So, approximately dito siya. Itong theta natin. Approximately lang Right? So, nasa quadrant 4 siya. So, equal yung 660 degree sa 360 degree kasi coterminal sila. Okay? Pareho yung terminal sides nila. So, pwede nating mahanap yung alpha dito. Again, with respect pa rin sa x-axis. So, pag dinaw natin yung right triangle, ito siya. So, anong formula natin kapag reference angle sa quadrant 4? Reference angle is equal to 360 degree minus yung theta natin na 300 degree. So, we have 60 degree. So, therefore, alpha is also 60 degree. Okay? Next, negative 330 degree. Okay, so, itong negative 330 degree, pwede nating i-graph dito sa rectangular coordinate system around here. Right? So, theta is negative 330 degree. Clockwise kasi negative angle. So, therefore, ito yung mabubuo nating reference right triangle. So, ito naman yung magiging reference angle natin alpha. Again, with respect sa x-axis. Okay. So, paano natin mahanap ngayon yung alpha? So, mapapansin nyo, yung reference triangle na nabuo natin ay nasa first quadrant. Right? So, ano ba yung positive coterminal angle dito sa negative 330 degree? So, obviously, dahil 360 degree itong buong circle at meron ka ng 330 degree dito, ilan na lang itong magiging alpha mo? Bale, 360 minus 330 degree is simply 30 degree. So, therefore, itong angle natin na reference ay 30 degree. Okay? Kasi coterminal itong 30 degree dito sa negative 330 degree at kapag nasa first quadrant or acute angle yung angle natin which is positive 30 degree, equal na rin yon sa reference angle natin na alpha. Okay? Next, we have 4 pi over 3. So again, radian tayo. So para mas madali, convert muna natin into degree. So multiply natin by 180 degree over pi. So cancel si 3. Magiging 60. So, 4 times 60 is 240 degree. So, therefore, positive siya around dito. So, siya si theta. And then, hanapin natin yung reference angle alpha with respect ulit dito sa x-axis. So, ito yung magiging reference triangle natin. Okay, so, formula natin kanina kapag nasa quadrant 3, ang reference angle natin ay theta minus 180 degree. So, we have 240 degree minus 180 is 60 degree. So, therefore, our reference angle is 60 degree or kung i-convert natin into radian, we have multiply natin by pi over 180 degree, we have pi over 3. Okay? Next, we have find the 6 trigonometric ratios for angle 150 degrees. Okay, so this time, obtuse angle yung hanapan natin ng trigonometric ratios which is 150 degree. So, kung ipa-plot natin yung 150 degree in rectangular coordinate system, approximately, let's say dito siya. Okay, theta natin yan na 150 degree. So, gagamitin natin dito yung reference angle at reference triangle. So, ito yung magiging reference angle natin, alpha, which is 180 degree minus 150 degree, it is equal to 30 degree. So, yung alpha natin ay 30 degrees. Tapos, yung reference triangle natin ay ito. Okay? So, let's say ito yung point P natin na may coordinate x, y. So, mapansin nyo, anong nabuo nating right triangle? 30, 60, 90 triangle, which is a special triangle, right? So, pwede natin i-apply dito yung natutunan natin doon sa trigonometric ratios for special triangle. Pero, gamitin na lang natin yung definition natin ng coordinates. So, pwede tayong mag-assume ng value dito ng hypotenuse or r. So, para madali, assume natin na yung r natin dito ay 1. Kasi sa trigonometric ratio, the dimension does not matter, right? So, pwede tayong mag-assign ng dimension doon sa reference triangle natin. So, let's say yung r natin ay 1 and applying the 30-60, 90 right triangle theorem, ano yung magiging length noong side opposite dito sa 30 degree given that yung hypotenuse ay 1? 1/2, right? Kalahati ng hypotenuse. Ano naman yung magiging length noong side opposite sa 60 degree? Which is, according to the theorem, kung ano yung length mo ng side opposite sa 30 degree, i-multiply mo lang yon sa square root of 3. So, we have square root of 3 over 2. So, therefore, ito na yung magiging coordinate natin sa x and y. So, yung x natin ay square root of 3 over 2. But take note of the sign since yung theta natin ay nasa quadrant 2, dapat negative siya. Tapos si y natin ay 1/2. At yung r natin ay 1. So, pwede natin masolve si sin theta as equal siya sa sin nung reference angle natin. which is sine 30 degree, which is equal yun sa x, y over r, right? So, yung y natin is 1/2, yung r natin is 1. So, we have 1/2 positive, right? Cosine theta naman, which is, sa susulat ko na, cosine 150 degree is equal to cosine alpha, which is 30 degree, equal yun sa x over r, right? Yung x natin is negative square root of 3 over 2 over 1, or simply negative square root of 3 over 2. Okay? Tapos yung tan theta natin, or sulat ko na rin, tan 150 degree is equal to tan ng reference angle natin na alpha, which is tan 30 degree, equal siya sa y over x. So, y natin is 1/2 over yung x natin is negative square root of 3 over 2. So, parang we have 1/2 times 2 over negative square root of 3, or 1 over negative square root of 3, or rationalize square root of 3 over square root of 3, we have square root of 3 over 3 negative. Okay? Tapos yung other 3 trigonometric ratios, reciprocal lang naman sila nung tatlong to. So yung sa cosecant 150 degree, reciprocal netong sine 150 degree. Ano ba yun? 1/2. So reciprocal nun is 2. Tapos yung secant 150 degree, reciprocal netong cosine 150 degree, which is equal siya sa negative square root of 3 over 2, or magiging 2 over negative square root of 3. Rationalize, we have 2 square root of 3 over 3 negative. Tapos yung cotangent 150 degree equal sa reciprocal nitong tan 150 degree, which is itong negative square root of 3 over 3. So reciprocal nun is 3 over negative square root of 3, or rationalize uli, we have 3 square root of 3 over 3, negative cancel, negative square root of 3. So therefore, ito yung 6 trigonometric ratios for angle 150 degree. Next, we have find tangent negative 5 pi over 4. Okay, so this time, radian yung given angle natin. So para mas madali, i-convert muna natin itong negative 5 pi over 4 into degree. So multiply natin siya sa 180 degree over pi. So we have negative 5 pi over 4 times 180 degree over pi is equal to negative 225 degree. So plot natin itong negative 225 degree dito sa rectangular coordinate system. So around here, so ito yung theta natin, negative 225 degree. So, clockwise kasi negative. So, ito yung mabubuo nating right triangle. Reference right triangle. Ito. Tapos, yung magiging reference angle natin ay itong alpha with respect doon sa x-axis. So, ano yung alpha natin? So, di ba ito ay 225 degree? So, para makuha natin itong alpha, we have alpha is equal to yung 225 degree natin na to minus natin sa 180 degree. So, we have 225 minus 180 is 45 degree. So, therefore, yung alpha natin ay 45 degree. Okay, so, since meron na tayong reference triangle at meron tayong reference angle, terminal position natin ay nandito sa quadrant 2. Magkakaroon din tayo ng terminal point P with coordinate x, y. Itong x saka y na coordinates natin ay base doon sa dimension ng right triangle na mabubuo natin. So, di ba ito ay 45, 45, 90 triangle. So, special triangle ulit. So, tayo uli yung mag-a-assign ng value doon sa triangle. Let's say yung R natin ay 1. Okay? So, ano yung theorem natin about 45, 45, 90 triangle? So, bale, itong dalawang legs niya ay equal kasi isosceles. So, kung yung hypotenuse natin ay 1, ano yung magiging legs nila, diba? 1 over square root of 2, right? So, 1 over square root of 2. Or pag ni-rationalize natin, multiply natin square root of 2, square root of 2, we have square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so square root of 2 over 2. So, take note uli natin yung sign. So, since yung theta natin ay nasa quadrant 2, yung x natin doon ay negative. So, x natin, so ito si x, diba? Tapos ito si y. So, x natin is negative square root of 2 over 2. Y is square root of 2 over 2, positive. At r natin ay 1. Okay? So, ngayong meron na tayong values for x, y, and r, pwede na nating i-apply yung definition natin for trigonometric ratio for tangent theta, wherein yung theta natin ay negative 225. So, we have tangent theta is equal to y over x, right? And we have tangent theta is negative 225 degree. Applying the concept of reference angle, it is equal to tangent of 45 degree. But yung coordinates natin dapat base dito sa point na to, yung x, y. So, it is equal to, according dito sa reference triangle natin, ito yung nakuha nating dimensions. So, we have tangent 45 degree is equal to y over x, right? So, ano yung y natin? Square root of 2 over 2 over, ano yung x natin? Negative square root of 2 over 2. So, parang cancel lang sila. It is equal to negative 1. So, therefore, tan negative 225 degree is equal to negative 1. Or, simply, tan negative 5 pi over 4, yung given natin, is equal to negative 1. Okay? Next, we have, find secant 932 degree. Okay, so apply uli natin yung concept ng reference angle para ma-solve to. So since yung angle natin ay greater than 360 degree, gawin muna natin siyang coterminal with angle less than 360 degree. So minus tayo ng 360 degree. So we have 932 minus 360 degree is 572. So greater than 360 degree pa siya, so minus ulit tayo ng 360 degree. So we have 212 degree. So, since less than 360 degree na tayo, which is 212, pwede na natin i-apply yung reference angle. So, around dito siya. Quadrant 3, right? So, ito yung theta natin. 212. Coterminal sa 932 degree. Tapos, ito yung magiging reference triangle natin. Tapos, yung alpha natin, yung reference angle. So, again, yung alpha kapag third quadrant ay theta minus 180 degree. So, we have 212 minus 180 degree is 32 degree. So, yung reference angle natin is 32 degree. So, therefore, ito yung magiging reference triangle natin. So, therefore, itong secant 932 degree is equal sa secant, yung coterminal angle na nakuha natin is 212, which is equal din dito sa reference triangle natin na secant 32 degree with respect dito sa reference triangle natin. Okay, so since yung definition natin for secant theta is reciprocal siya ng sin theta, ng cosine theta, diba? Yung cosine theta natin ay x over r. So, parang r over x. So, since nasa third quadrant tayo, si x ay negative sa third quadrant. So, therefore, may expect natin nung value natin dito sa secant theta is negative. So, parang negative secant of 32 degree. So, ito yung representation natin in terms of reference angle natin for secant 932 degree. So, since itong 32 degree ay hindi special angle, hindi natin makukuha yung exact value niya without using a calculator. So, kailangan natin ng calculator dito para makuha natin yung secant nitong 932 degree, which is equal sa negative secant nung 32 degree. Diba ito ay 1 over cosine 32 degree? So, negative. So, we have 1 over cosine 32 degree is negative 1.179. Okay, so therefore, secant 932 degree is equal to negative 1.179. Okay? Next, we have find cotangent 4 pi. Okay, so since radian yung degree natin, convert natin sa degree para mas madali. So, multiply natin sa 180 degree over pi. So, we have 4 times 180 is 720 degree. So, since greater than 360 degree yung angle natin, gawin natin less than 360 degrees. So, mag-subtract tayo ng 360 degrees sa kanya. So, we have 720 minus 360 is 360. So, minus 360 uli, which is equal siya sa 0. So, therefore, yung angle natin na less than 360 degree na coterminal dito sa 720 is 0. So, parang dito siya. Right? Ngayon, napansin nyo, quadrantal angle siya. So, di ba meron tayong table for quadrantal angles? Right? Pero, apply natin yung natutunan natin na concept na mag-assign tayo ng value for x, y, and r. So, let's say, gawin na lang natin 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4, 0 tong point natin. So, x natin is 4, y natin is 0. So, therefore, ang r natin bale ay square root of 4 squared plus 0 squared is square root of 16 or simply 4 pa rin. So, positive. So, x is 4, y is 0, and r is 4. So, apply natin yung definition. Diba yung cotangent is reciprocal nung tangent. Yung tangent natin is y over x. So, therefore, cotangent is x over y. So, substitute natin yung values. We have x is 4 and y is 0. So, therefore, 4 over 0 is undefined, right? So, therefore, yung cotangent 4 pi pala natin or cot 720 or yung cotangent 0 degree, coterminal sa kanya is undefined. Okay? Next, we have find cosecant negative 13 pi over 6. Okay, so apply uli natin yung reference angle. So, since yung given angle natin ay in radian, convert natin in degree para mas madali. So, multiply natin by 180 degree over pi. So, cancel. So, cancel si 6. Magiging 30. So, we have negative 13 times 30 is negative 390 degree. So, i-plot natin itong negative 390 degree dito sa rectangular coordinate system. So, mula dito, ikot ng isang buo, tapos around here. Kasi 360 na to, tapos meron ka pang negative 30 degrees, so around here. Okay? So, ito yung theta natin. Negative 390 degree. Okay, so, kunin natin yung reference triangle dito. So, pag dinraw natin to, ito yun, di ba? Tapos, yung reference angle natin ay itong alpha, which is nasa quadrant 4. So ano ngayon itong alpha natin? So, di ba ito ay 360 degree? Kaso, meron ka pang negative 30 na natitira. So, therefore, etong alpha natin automatically 30 degree. Kasi negative 360 degree minus 30 degree is negative 390 degree. So, ito yung kulang natin, which is yung acute angle or reference angle with respect dito dapat lagi sa horizontal axis, which is yung x-axis. So, therefore, ito yung magiging reference triangle natin, which is a special triangle ulit, 30, 60, 90. So, pwede natin makompute yung exact value nito without calculator. So, mag-assign ulit tayo ng value. Yung r natin ay 1. So, therefore, yung dimension natin dito ay yung side opposite sa 30 is 1/2 ulit. Yung side opposite sa 60 is square root of 3 over 2. But take note ulit sa sign. So, since nasa quadrant 4 yung angle natin, yung x natin ay positive. So, ito yung x natin, diba? Yung square root of 3 over 2. Tapos, yung y natin ay itong 1/2, which is negative 1/2 kasi nasa quadrant 4. Tapos, yung r natin ay 1. So, therefore, yung cosecant negative 13 pi over 6, which is equal sa cosecant negative 390 degree, and equal sa reference angle natin na 30 degree with respect dito sa triangle, ha. So, pag kinuha natin to, di ba yung cosecant equal yun sa opposite nung sine. Yung sine natin is y over r. So, therefore, cosecant natin is r over y. So, yung r natin ay 1 over yung y natin this time ay negative 1/2. So, therefore, 1 over negative 1/2 is simply negative 2. So, therefore, yung cosecant negative 13 pi over 6 pala is equal siya sa negative 2. Okay, so pwede nyo i-check by using calculator. Okay? Okay, so I think that's it for this video. So, pwede nyo hanapin yung trigonometric ratios nung lahat ng angles other than acute angles. So, pwede nyo makompute yon exactly even without the use of calculator. Basta i-apply nyo yung concept ng coterminal angles saka reference angle. Okay? So, practice lang kayo mag-solve about this topic at magiging magaling din kayo dito. So, that's it for this video. So, sana ay may natutunan kayo sa video na to at maraming salamat sa panonood.